Here we're recording. All right. And so, but you know we're all recording. Look what Ethan made.
Hi, today I'll be showing you my catapult. It also has a cool feature with two ballistas.
This is a catapult ballista.
We will be firing at a horse. Now, you never know when a horse is going to come in your city and invade it, so you gotta fight back with one of these things.
Makes me think Trojan horse right here.
So you fire
Ethan,
this.
are you on here right now?
Perfect. And then you pull these strings, and then it launches the ballistas, and then that horse is no longer to be seen. This is my catapult, and I hope you like it.
All right. Well done. I wish you. Ethan's not here for the lab, or he signed in. Hope he likes that. See everybody. We had some people make trebuchets. You can see on this one how to make. We have some different launchers and bow and arrow. A little bit bigger pictures. Someone improved it with the rubber band. Here's another trebuchet. You added rubber bands to improve his. Made one from scratch. So all very cool. All right, now. Also, let me show you some more videos here. See if I can get some more videos. Oh, come on. Let's do it this way. Sarah made hers. Little hand.
Hello, I'm Sarah, and this is my mini crossbow pistol. What you do is you pull the string back and put under your little clothespin.
Give it a chance, it's slowing.
Projectile. This is like a 3/16" down. I got broken off on that. Put the finger through, and you hold it. Watch it. Fire it.
All right. So she had hers. She's a high schooler. Here's another high schooler. This is a nice trebuchet he built, little outside trebuchet.
I didn't get it flying, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And there it is inside. Okay. Now, we've got that. And then check this. Oh, we got two more here.
My name is MondayFeb16Sketchup2ndLesson, and I have built a miniature bow and arrow out of connects.
I like the fact that Mateo here,
Will be shown in the
look at,
video.
he starts with Legos and rulers, he keeps improving it.
Fire! My name is MondayFeb16Sketchup2ndLesson again, and this is concept 2. And since it's concept 2, I will be firing 2 bullets. Now, here goes. There's one. Follow the bullets now. Hello, my name is MondayFeb16Sketchup2ndLesson yet again, and this is concept 3. Pretty interesting. Firing time. Very nicely, remember, I'm doing this 3 times since it's concept 3. It's a while to charge, but it's got a good range.
Look at the dog just walking through, hey.
Pretty impressive.
I'm glad
What's it made out of?
It is made out of 2 pipes for the little groove, 2 large wooden rods, 5 little clothes hangers, and about a good amount of popsicle sticks. And duct tape. Multicolored duct tape.
Hey, you gotta love the duct tape. All right. Last one I want to show you guys. Check this one out. He's using our Arduino. He's using our Arduino to tell it when to launch. There's all the software. So it's got all his code showing up in the whole 9 yards. I thought those are all pretty sweet. Here's some pictures of people. Let's make sure I think we've gotten all the pictures. Did anybody else submit something and I missed? I definitely don't want you to miss something here. So that's why we want to know immediately in case someone else. All right. While we're doing that now, then let's go ahead and get out our SketchUp. Please go out and load up SketchUp215. We're going to go through that today. We're going to try our luck getting spheres and getting all this follow me tools and the whole 9 yards. All right? So while you get that, I'm going to pull in some SketchUp here. That's SketchUp. This is an older version. Hang on a second. I'll pull it up here. I remove. That's kind of annoying. I wish it would have just gotten rid of the old one. I got to go back through and get rid of it. Okay. We've been using a template. I'm going to choose a template. I'm going to keep it in. I do want you to see a template. You can use it for 3D printing. So they say for makers. So I'm going to do architectural millimeters. That's kind of what we've been using. Let's get rid of this guy. We're going to try to make a sphere off the bat of this. All right, let's see what we've got here. Architecture millimeters. And you can see over here, make a lot of spheres. I made a lot of them. It's kind of hit or miss, honestly. And if you're really going to get spheres, you almost can go to the warehouse. We'll teach you how to go to what's called a warehouse, the SketchUp warehouse, and download them because they're kind of a pain. They don't always work, but we're going to go ahead. I'll show you the basic idea of the sphere. All right. So we take a circle, C for circle, right? Click here with the circle. See how it's blue there? Click on origin. I'm going to go out to 1,000, 100, 10, 100. And I am going to go, wait a minute, let me think about this. I'm going to go to 1,200. Yeah, I might have just did that. All right. Then I'm going to draw another one, shift. See how it changes green and red over on this side? It's blue down here. Well, it'll switch to blue automatically. To avoid that, we're going to hit shift. We're going to come down to the origin, click on that one, and we're going to type in 1,100. That didn't really work very well. Let's redo that. And shift. Pull it in here. And I'll tell you what, just pull it out so it gets almost to the edge of the second one. So right now I'm on the edge of that. Then I'm going to use the follow me tool. All right, good. Click on that. And then I'm going to go down here. Let's try this again. And then click over and you'll get that black square. You use the command tool to hit it. Watch. Let me show you what we're going to do. Delete. And now I'll get rid of it. Get rid of this other line. So let's do that one again because that was kind of quick and you didn't see how we did it. But that gives you an idea. And then, they're cool looking. And this will give me a chance to show you this other one. You can change your X and Y axis too on this. Click on this. Let's move the red so it's parallel to the other red. So we'll go there. Let's go on the green axis. All right, and it's already there. Okay. So you pull on the red, pull on the green, it puts you in a new axis. Again, we're going to take another circle. Hit circle, pull this out. I'm going to say 1,000 again. 0, 0. I'm going to say 1,000 this time, maybe. This time, I'm going to hit shift. I'm going to go to either get it. That's a green one. There's a green one. As long as it's not the blue one, that's all that matters. Go back to the origin, pull it out. I found it's better. Get as close as you can. Click. Let's make sure I didn't get too close on that. Wow, that's very close. All right, let's see what happens here. I'm going to hit follow me. There it goes. Hit the Alt key when you do it. Circle it back around. Now let's try it again. So let's try it again. See how it gets all those checkerboards? That's what you're trying to get. And it works. Sometimes it works great, and something. There we go. I got it. It's frustrating, to be honest with you. So, even the SketchUp people say, hey, better just to download it. So the way it does spheres is not great. They need to improve that. Okay? There's a sphere. Okay? Raise your hand when you at least attempted a couple times here. Let me know if you get one made. I think it tells you everything when SketchUp says, it's better just to import one, and that's all you're doing with the warehouse. If I go to 3D Warehouse right here, I'm showing you, get models. Watch this. Go to 3D Warehouse, search sphere. And there's all these different, a basic sphere. And you can download it or, Yes, I'm going to say upload it. There it is. That's probably, honestly, it's probably the easiest way to do it. And then you could scale it, hopefully. And just use this diagonal and you can make it bigger or smaller. All right. On these, you'd have to do the same thing. Highlight that whole thing, group it. We'll talk about this all in a minute, but make group. So that's now a group. So now when I do this, I can do something like this. When it goes, all right. I couldn't see you do it because the webinar thing was in the way. Webinar, sorry. All right, let me show you. I'm going to show you the quick way. I'm going to show you the way that they recommend, the first way to, and I'm going to show you the other way to do this. I'm going to highlight this, make this a group. When we group, that's since there's two circles to make this sphere, you got to make it a group or a component. We're going to say group. Once I've made it a group, then I can go over here to the scale. That's this little, and then you go from the, see how I get a dotted line from this diagonal, that diagonal? Well, now I can pull it out, make it bigger, make it smaller. There I go. All right. Now, you're saying, though, Mr. D, how do I do this? Well, let's go the first easiest way. Go to File, go to 3D Warehouse where you can find about anything, get models, type in sphere. And when I say you can just about get anything, I mean you really can get anything. All right, there's a sphere. Basic sphere. I'm going to take that one right there. Download. It'll say, do I want to put in my SketchUp model? I say yes. Loads it up. There it is. move it around wherever I want it. And then I can do things like go over to here, again, this icon right there, set a diagonal across, and I can make it bigger or smaller. All right, that's all one way of doing this. Let me hit the M key and move this one out of the way. All right, say I want to draw a spear by hand just because, hey, that's the kind of guy I am. I'm going to hit C for circle. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to pull it out. This time I'm going to type 1,000. So there's my radius. Then I'm going to take my circle. I'm going to get it so it's not blue anymore. That's the key thing in this. It's got to change to a different color. And let me see if I can get this up here a little bit more. All right, so let's take it up here. Get in the horizon up there. Yeah, see, now it's red. See how it's green here and then it's blue. We want it either red or green. It doesn't matter. Then hit shift so it stays that way. And then go back to the origin. Now I'm going to zoom back in here with my wheel. I'm going to pull this out. All right, I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm going to use the follow me tool. I'm going to click on this, and then on this. Well, let me do this. Let me move myself around so I can follow this a little bit better. Let's try that again. Follow me. Then I've clicked on the first face, and I'm going to click on the second one, and there it goes. And it didn't even work. So let's try again. That's why I say importing it's better. I can get this to work. See how it is right now? It changes that shape. And then it just went off. So let's try it again. Little one, big one. There it goes. I can follow the red line around is another way to do this. And I just had it there. Let me try it again. It should go gray. So when it doesn't go gray, when you press enter or click on it, see it's not doing it. It's not catching it for whatever reason. Try this again one more time. Click on it. Wrong key. One more time here. Let's try it again. Go up here. Let's try it one more time. First circle, command, and I'm not even sure what it's not catching no matter what I do for some reason now. Yeah, there's a line on the outside. It's not right anymore. I think if you don't get it the first time, it starts acting funky. So see, like now I got it. Now you tell me why it's doing that. See what I mean? I do that, and then go up. So let me just show you the way I want you to do this. We're not going to bother with the steps anymore, guys. It does not work well this way. So let me go you. I've been playing with this. I had it working, made a bunch, and then it suddenly stops acting strange. So let's just do it the easiest way, the way they recommend. Go to File. Go to 3D Warehouse. Get Models. Type in Sphere. They have about anything in here. Don't spend all day looking in here. You can see all the stuff they've got in here. Please look at that some other time. Select just that basic sphere. Then you say, that's what I want. Click on download. Direct immediately into my thing. Boom, there it is. See, this square means it's grouped. Because it's grouped, I can go over to the scale button. See how like green and diagonal across? You want to make sure there's that inference line going across. Now, just click once, and you can make it smaller, bigger, whatever. That's what I would recommend you do. Yay, you made it. Good job, Cooper. All right, has everybody been able to at least make it from the warehouse? Raise your hand if you can. This we should all be able to do. The warehouse one should be pretty easy to do. I only got about 8 of 13, so I can't figure out if you can't hear me or you're having problems. So, all right, 9 of 13. Have you gotten it? Hope, have you been able to figure it out there? Cooper's gotten it. Hope, yeah, all right, good. Jaden, all right, great. So you just import it, play with it. Let's go to another one. File, wait a minute. Let's go here, SketchUp file, new. All right, this guy apparently looks like a comic book guy who started comic book, but he isn't there. Mine's not loading. Hope, I'm not sure what's not loading, Hope. Hey, Hope, what's wrong? What do you say mine's not loading? Hey, Hope. Hope. Just go over right to here. Hope, go to File. Now, you got to be on the internet with it. So your internet might be slowing you down too much. Okay? Maybe having this webinar is slowing your style down, okay? So I'll just show you one more time for Hope, and then we're going to go on. So here I am. SketchUp, I'm going to move the button down here. I'm going to go File, 3D Warehouse, Get Model. I'm going to look for it. Sphere. Whoa, yeah. That's Sphere E, which is nothing. It's circling and looking. There it is. I click on that, and then I hit download. And you say it right in your SketchUp model, you say OK. And there it is. Right there. Okay? Some people are making half spheres. Some are doing all kinds of crazy things. Crazy, crazy stuff. How do you drag something? You hit M for move. Make sure you've selected it, clicked on it 3 times. In this case, it squares a whole group, so I can do that. And just pull it right down there. Stay along the green line. Don't, whatever axis you're on. Like here, it's going to be the red line. Stay on those lines. You're going to have problems. Okay? All right. You all good there? Okay, can we go on to the next part here? Let me get out of this. If I select this whole thing, drag my mouse around, select it, hit delete, it'll go away too. Okay, let's take a rectangle. We're going to draw it out here. Then we're going to hit P for push. Pull it up. All right. Let's say we wanted to soften those edges. This gets to our next thing I want to show you. And this is when we do the arc. We're going to click one edge here, red on the edge, and red on that edge. Make sure it's on the edge. And then we can move this circle either way. We're going to move it forward there. Then we're going to do something called that follow me again. We're going to hit the command key, click once there, and what's on the top, and boom, it does it. It may be alt option on a Mac, on a PC, excuse me. Let me show you how I did that, because that's actually a pretty cool thing. I'll get Hope muted there. Everybody take a look again. I'm going to go take a rectangle. I'm going to go ahead, pull it out here. Let me space it out. Hit R for rectangle. Draw it out. I'll wait till I get a square here. I'll pull it up. All right. Now, so say I want to do something neat on here. Say well, let's do a 2-point arc. Let's keep showing you that. So I'm going to be red on the edge. It's important I'm on the edge. On the other edge, and I'm going to pull this way just a little bit. Right there it is. Right? Then, if on the Mac, it's the command, and I'm going to click on that follow me. Now on a Mac, it's the command key. Click on the Windows, I believe it's the alt key. Click on that, and then click, oh shoot, let me go back up here. I need to do this like this. All right, here we go, command. Hold the command key. Oops. Try this again. Ah, shoot. There you go. Click once on the little, and you see how that shape's going all the way around it. Go ahead and try that. Again, let me just take my time. Let's just take our time. I know it's a lot here, so no, we're not in any rush. We don't have anything to go today, so I'd rather we get this down because this is a cool feature. Again, I'm going to hit reg for rectangle. I'm going to hit P for pulling it up, right? Remember we learned how to P for pull up. Okay. Then I'm going to pick this arc tangent. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to get it on the edge where it says red. We're going to get a nice little color here. We're going to give it a little bit different look. And then we're going to try and do that. Then I'm going to hit the follow me. And then click on top. And there it is. If you look at me, it gives a nice, and you can do all kinds of funky things with this. We've just started. Raise your hand once you've done that, okay? Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to work on, create a poll here. All right, good. Well done, folks. This software is one of the tools we can use for 3D printing. I think it's going to ultimately lend itself well to when you guys have a laser cutter down the road someday. Get your hands on a laser cutter. Let me know. I can't do it. No worries. Let's try again. Okay, let's go over here. Again, if you're a Windows user, it might be a different key. And the way we can if you do a search on this, you'll get this is called the follow me. All right. Now, I'm going to hit shift to pan this over so we have some room. I'm going to draw a rectangle. Or square, whatever. See that little inference line there is? I'm making a square when I see that. I'm going to hit P for push. I'm going to pull it up. Then I'm going to hit O for orbit to swing myself around. It's important to get yourself where you can get to things. Shift my hand. All right, then I'm going to click here. Whoa, I went the wrong thing. We'll get to that down the road. We don't need to use that right off the bat. Let's use this. I'm going to go to the edge. I'm going to go to the other edge. In this case, we'll make it a little bit extreme here. All right, now I'm going to hit follow me. I'm going to hit on a Mac. This is what I'm using as a Mac. I hold the command key down. I click there, and then I click on the top. See how that looks? And I get that. Do you see that, folks? Any Windows, everybody put their hand down. Windows users, how many of you guys did this? And what key did you press? Did you press the Alt key on your Windows machine? Or was it the Control key on this? I figure it's one or the other. I think it's the Alt key on the Windows. We can look it up in a minute here. Alt. All right, it was right. It is the Alt key. Did you get it? Did you get it? Sounds like you did. All right, good. All right, good. You got it. Excellent. All right. You don't have to use Alt. You can also follow it. You can do it where you trace it all the way around. I just find that's a shortcut. Okay? Someone's already pointing that out to me. They're very correct. Now, all right, so we have that. Okay? Let me show you another one that's off a new one. This is a new one, even if you've used SketchUp before. This one takes a rectangle and allows you to make a really angled rectangle. So first thing I'm doing is going to set this plane up. And we're going to set it right along the green axis here. Then I can pull this up. All right, now that's totally green. I can take it at an angle here, click there, and then use this to pull up an angle off that. So I get this going for you. So it's kind of a funky, even the people that make SketchUp say you have to play with this a little bit to get the most of it. So you can get all kinds of funky shapes that way. I would say I don't think I'm using that one very much. I think you'd have to get pretty good at using that. All right? Now, let's go ahead and let's do another one. Let's talk about punching holes through these things. And I'm going to show you the trick on this. Now, these need to be parallel for this to work well. So if you do it on these things here, you have to do it on the rectangular part. Don't do it up on the curve, because try to do it across there, can't do it for what I'm going to show you. So I'm going to start off with a very simple R for rectangle again. I'm going to draw it in here. In fact, we got too much stuff here. Let's go new. Let's start right here. R for rectangle. We got a square. P for push. All right. Say our guy wants to be able to look through this building. Well, let's make him a little window. So we're going to put another R right up there. Another square window. Now, when you hit push or pull, now before we do this, I'm going to circle around so I can see it. If I hit push or pull, I'm going to hit P for push. Then I'm going to push it in there. And then suddenly it'll say, if I do it slowly, it'll say face. I'm too high up. All right, let's try this again. See how it says open on face? It kind of changes blue with the blue skyline. Now if I click on it now, guess what? I punched a hole through this building. Everybody do this. Again, you got to wait. Do it slowly so you can see face. And you can do funky things with this. Like on this, I'm going to do a 2-point arc. I can even do a 3-point arc here. Let's see how that would work. All right, here, here. I don't think that's going to work real well. Let me undo that. That did not work well. Not as intentions planned. So I'm going to Command C. Let's just do a 2-point arch. Watch. See, the 3-point arch, I don't really... So I'm going to put a little window here. This is going to be a little half. Right there. I'll change this to an L for a line. On this endpoint to this where it says endpoint. On face, on face, on face. Come on. There we go. Green for a little endpoint. Now I want to hit the push and pull on this. I'm going to push on it. And I hit the wrong thing to push on. Let's try that. Now hit push. Why is it doing that? Now let me push it in. So I must have messed something up on that line. Yeah, it wasn't against there. There we go. Now I'm pushing it back in. There it is. See on face? Now click. There I go. All right. How many people have gotten that to work? Raise your hands. All right, come on. Let's give everybody a few more moments here. All right, now let me just real quick select a poll here in a second, just because I want to get a sense of how we're doing. Go ahead and pause that. Let's do something else now, if that's okay. And I've got the video. You can come back later. It'll be posted as soon as this class. It'll be posted by this evening. All right. I'm selecting the whole thing. I could have done this. Remember, triple click on it, hit delete. Now, I'm going to show you how we might make a table. Okay. We got a question here. Hang on. What do you click to make a hole after it's pushed? You don't have to click a hole. Watch what happens. I'll do that for you real quick then. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I don't want to do that. You can tell. Okay, when I go to click, put a hole through this, I'll make a big hole here. Watch what I'm doing now. All I do is I hit push. I push it till it says face. Now it's on face. Then I stop clicking. See that? So that gives me the hole. Oh my darn, do I still have to hide the results? There we go, sorry. All right. Okay. Let's try that again. Let me do that again. Let's go edit and do push pull. All right, so there it is. I've got a square here. I'm going to do a push pull. Watch, when I push until I see it says on face. Now, see it says on face? Then quit pushing and it'll be good. Sometimes before you start pushing, make sure you're centered right through it so you can look through the holes. That's the best tip I can give you. I'm sorry your screen is frozen. All right, am I seeing everybody? Oh, let's see this. Stupid software. Is it now? Can you see a hole in it now? Guys, you see the rectangle with a hole in it? Raise your hand if you can see the rectangle with a hole in it. That way I know it refreshed up. All right, so we'll try this one more time. So here we go again. Push. Push till it says face, and it just did. And click. And there you are. All right. Okay. Raise your hand if you're able to do that. We can go on to the next part here pretty soon. All right. Now, pointer. Okay, we're going to make a rectangle. It's going to be 4 feet by 4 feet, 2 feet wide. So, we'll hit R for rectangle. Start down here. Now, we're going to go down at the bottom right corner of this, which you might have just lost it. We're going to write 400. We're millimeters, so we need to go more than 400. Let's go 2,000, comma 1,000. All right, so it's that way. Then let's use push or pull and tell it to push. And it says distance of 481. Right down there at the bottom, I'm going to type in 3,000. Okay? So what we have here is this big rectangle here. All right, we're going to move the rectangle around. Remember, it was 4,000 by 2,000, and we just made it 3,000 as the push. 4 by 2, and then the push is 3,000. Raise your hand when you have it, okay? So let me give you the dimensions. Type in 4,000, 2,000 for the rectangle, 3,000 for the push. I just sent it to everybody. Once you've got it, let me know. I'm going to get my tools out here. There they are, right there. All right. Raise your hand once you have it. Pardon me? I can't find the point at where you can do it on the face. What you have to do is change the pointer, hit spacebar, and then hit P for push or pull. I'm not sure what you mean on the face. Ryan, you're going to have to tell me what you mean, buddy. Let's go down here and look real quick. What do you mean, Ryan? Hey, Ryan.
I got it.
You got it? All right, good. All right, now, here's the next step on this. It's got about... Folks, raise your hand if you got this rectangle. Please, please tell me if you did. So we're waiting for you. Please, please. Oh, remember, you don't put your pointer down to the measurements. You just simply, let me do another one. I'll spin around from here and do another one just so you see it. You hit R for rectangle, or you click on the rectangle button up there. You put it, start it somewhere, and then you just type the numbers. I'm going to make a square. I'm going to say 2,000, comma, 2000. Then I'm going to press enter. Then I'm going to hit the push or pull. I'll start pulling it up, and then I'll write 2000 in this, or I'll make this 4000 in this case. Then I hit it, and up it goes. That way you can get very accurate measurements on this. All right, now let's get to making this table so we can get to making our Roman temple here in a minute, or at least Wednesday. All right, there's the next one we're going to use. This is called, it's offset. It's F for I'm not sure how I came offset. So go up and down. You find the red edge here. That's all that matters. You get the edge. You click it. You pull it down. So let's say the offset on this I'm going to make is going to be, that's 367. That's, I don't want to go 500. That's too much. Let's go with 250. So I'll type 250 at the bottom. I'll just type 250. It sets the offset to that. Now I'm going to hit my push and pull. Push it until it changes the phase. Come on, change the phase. We know you want to change the phase. We know you want to change. Don't push it too much. You'll push it right. All right, here we go. I'm going to have to go back down here. I'm going to turn it and I'll hit push again. All right, now it says on face. Click on it. I can see his leg. Yay! All right. Now what I can do is I can use the line key if I want. Click here, right on the edge of this. It's green. There's an end point. Take it down there on edge. And do that one right here. Down here on edge. Now watch what happens. Hit P for push or pull. Now we have this. I'll push this back. I'm on edge. I can also do this with this one. Hit the space bar. See, it's right there. Let's see if I can get it to go. See, since it's really not a hole, what we'll do is double click on that and then hit delete. Now I just messed that. I just made that little cut and groove in there. Here I can do it a different way. Watch. Just go like this with these lines. Hit the space bar. Select this area here and hit delete. I can also do, let me do this. Get that whole face there and then hit delete. And actually I just messed that up. Hang on, go back to that. Be that way. So I took another opening out of the bottom of that. So that's another way you can do it. Here's another way to do it. I'll show you another way. So you've got that. Let's get this line over here. Shoot, let's do edit, redo. All right, we've got my lines drawn there. Let's do this. We've got, let me orbit this around so you can see that you got his legs all around. See how he's right there? So, oh, I know part of the problem is, see how we're sunk below there? That doesn't help us. Okay, so then I'm going to click on this line, click on this line, and this line too. All right, so we have those. And I just got rid of them. I don't want to do that. All right, then I'll just delete it this way. And here. Now that's funky. Should have done that. I'm not expecting that. So let me see what I've done wrong here that it doesn't want to. This should just, this piece here, I was kind of counting on it deleting out. So what we'll do is we'll do this. We'll adapt. I'm going to click on this red line. I'm going to do another offset. I'm going to hit push. On face, it's gone now. Okay. So I can start getting rid of things like that. And then I can do, let's try this again, line, Hopefully it'll. Slowly getting rid of all the edges on there. So I deleted them all out of the way that way. That's kind of a slow way to do that, but I've done something funky here. Like this should not have cut off the back. That's a start of a table. And if you just clean it up, you can ultimately still get to your table. Okay, so there's a table off of here. All right. Someone made a huge creeper face. That's awesome. Mine says a cat set to 0, but I have dimension set to 0. Got it. I'm not sure why it's saying it's set to 0 either. Okay. So let's go through. I'll show everybody again one more time how to do this. Let me double click on this whole thing. Hang on. Spacebar, double click, delete the whole thing. It's gone. Let's try this. Another one. Rectangle. This time we're just going to pull it, guys. We're not even going to get that involved with this. A narrow table. Then we're going to do the offset. That's this little device right here. Click on that. Find an edge. You got to find an edge. Now that's an edge off the top. So that's what that's doing. So you can do one of these like raised. And what you can do here is, let me just show you. It's kind of a cool thing. Where's my colors and materials? Come on. Right there, there. Let me bring my colors and materials. Translucence. Let's try wood. And so you could do something here where you do green on the outside of this. Green there, and then zoom in on this. Get something going there. All right. And then what we can do is start making our, let's try this again. Offset. Okay. And then look, I made that offset. That was this indication right there. Hitting P for pushing. I'm going to push it out. Oh, come on. Let me do this. I'm on face. It says I did it, but I don't feel like it's did it. I guess it did. I feel better about his leg moving with it. And then hit the line and point and point. An edge. An edge. No, we don't want to do that. And there's my table. Not as well as I really would like that to be. I don't like the one side's popping off. I'm not doing something quite right there. I'll check what I'm blowing it. All right, but then you could put, you know, there you go. Here's his table. All right. We got a nice green table that matches his body. All right, let me show you what we're going to try to do next week here, or Wednesday. Okay? And that was the table right there. And let me go to lesson 2. Go into components. Let me show you the table. Measure offset, hit the move to. I guess what I wasn't doing is I needed to go ahead and delete the bottom one first. I had it offset there. I need to delete that off. You can see I got rid of that line and then pushed or pulled the rest of it off. So that was a step I was messing up on. I was trying to push the whole thing back. I have to get rid of this line, push it back, and do it there. All right? Though honestly, boy, I'll tell you what, we'll try that again. The next thing I wanted to get off that, so that was trying to get to that point here, is we're going to make this. Now, you're seeing all these parts, you're going to make columns. You're basically going to make this. Your own temple. Okay, folks? That's what we're shooting for. Oh, it's 7:30. Oh, I know it's 6:30 your time. Guys, thank you very much. I'll post this tonight. This is where we're coming to. We'll work on this together tomorrow, and we'll get this table set up. Okay? Take care, everybody.